Okay, good morning, everyone. So, this is amazing. If you want to know how bright it is out, I have no lights on inside. This is all the sun coming directly at my window. This is why I can't sit on my porch in the morning. Yeah, the sun is direct. It's amazing. I can't say that it's brighter than New Mexico, but it's definitely a doozy. Like this morning, Clara's been sitting on this side of the big curtains and just kind of like peeking around, and then she goes over and sniffs the vent where the AC is coming out. So yeah, and these are pretty strong curtains. They're not blackouts, but they're a very heavy fabric. I got from Gunlock. Yeah. So those that haven't heard of Gunlock, which is, well, most of us until we do, they're a company that creates office furniture, high-end office furniture, and they happen to be in a town south of here. I think they're just over the county line. And they used to have like a whole secondhand, not a warehouse, but it just like a secondhand little store. And you could buy their as-is pieces at a significantly discounted rate. Most of the significantly discounted rate is still pushing my budget. When I first went down there with Dad, there was this gorgeous little red velvet couch. It was like $250 or $350. Definitely worth it, but oh, I so couldn't have it. I would love that little red couch now. It was a petite little couch, but definitely one you could curl up and read on, and it looks so comfy. They also had their end cuts and then rejects of fabric, upholstery decorator fabrics, that you could buy by the bolt for $3 a yard. And then once a year, twice a year, something like that, they do a big sale and you could go down and get the bolts for $1 a yard. You want to try this over there? I'm going to let the brightness in. The glow, the glare. I'm going to close it because it's warm. Oh, sorry, baby. And then they would also, so yeah, $1 a yard, twice a year, which is like insane because if you look up the price of these fabrics, these are $30, $40, $60 a yard fabrics. Some of them that I managed to find were even better. Over the years I found some mohair, which is absolutely lovely. And they would also have leather down there as well. You could do leather scraps by the pound, and then full hides that would have something like some sort of flaw. And I think those were like $40. I didn't obviously get any of those. But it was really always fun to go down. Haven't been in ages. Kind of have a ridiculous amount of fabric from there. So my curtains, these curtains are from there. Most of my apartment before being married was almost entirely curtains from there. Shower curtain even. So not the liner, but the curtains. A lot of their stuff is very fun, modern fabrics. I obviously like simpler things, but those were to be had. Anyway, moving on. That was totally not planned. I'm seeing a stray pin that I want to move. So today is Tuesday. Yes, it is May 26th, and the weather app tells me it's going to be 90 today here in Western New York. Or the Finger Lakes, depending on what you need to call us right now. So, in celebration of 90 degrees, I'm going to do a 90% sale. So, on 2 of my summary publications, I'm going to give you 10% off, which means you're paying 90%. So, I'm going to do the fichu pattern because that definitely screams summer, the lightweight airiness of a fichu. The perfect summer accessory. And then the fun twist one is the slipper pincushion pattern, because I find slipping off my boots and just wearing slippers in a house, a historic house, is such a temperature relief. Which is kind of funny. We spend all this time and this money on our boots and our shoes, and yet a lot of time we would have had slippers on inside of the house that we would be living in. Of course, at most events, there aren't houses, but I'm lucky enough that I get to do most of my interpretation in a historic village. So I love wearing slippers. Now, of course, it means you have to be able to get in and out of your boots. And some of those are easier than others. So yes, you're going to have 10% off of the fichu pattern and 10% off the slipper pin cushion pattern / directions. Okay? So I'm going to get that all set and put that on the blog. And it's today only because, you know, it's a 90-degree day. And I'm going to look silly if it doesn't actually get to 90 degrees. All right, so if you've seen me moving my hands around, this morning's discovery is, guess what I don't have in the house? Band-Aids. Which surprised me because there is a silly amount of a first aid kit here. Dan was always big on, you know, first aid kits. So I have oodles and oodles of big bandages for when I had my surgery. And then there's like other things, but it turns out there's no like regular size Band-Aids. There's a couple big Band-Aids, but not, you know, not for the finger. The Band-Aid's bigger than the finger. So, yep, tape and tissue it is. You may ask why. Little Miss Clara sliced my finger open, laying on the couch last night, just chilling, attempting, and that little snot has stretched out and was clawing under the couch. And so I snap my fingers at her and she flips around and does that. I'm like, thank you. It actually, she hit it pretty hard. It swelled right up and it's still, I don't know if you can see it, but if you compare the two finger colors, it's still pretty red. Yeah, it doesn't look awful under the Band-Aid. It just hurts. And it actually feels like, you know, like when skin feels floppy, even though it's not floppy. Anyway, so yesterday I was supposed to work on the green straw bonnet. I didn't. Yeah. Wasn't feeling it. And I thought, you know, I'm going to do something completely different. So I've been having this silk sit out here for, weeks. And so I started recovering, how are we going to do this? The parasol. It's not done yet. There's still a lot of pins in here. I wanted to make sure I liked where I had the pinking, the ruching, before I went to finish it. So, oh goodness, it already has glare hair. I'm now realizing I don't remember if I kept the photos of the before. And this is actually puckering up a little bit. This was not doing this last night. Interesting. Huh. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like puckering here. Might have gotten it too tight. Maybe I'm gonna have to change that around. Okay, so right now, these do swoop down. The lace is tacked down. The ruching is angled down. Now I'm wondering about moving it up so it's straight, because it's moving itself up anyway. I'm gonna switch that around. No, I definitely don't like that. So that's the going straight across. Do not like that. Yeah, this was not puckering up last night. I wonder if the humidity and temperature change is a factor. Oh, that's kind of fun. All right, so anyway, the original was the black heavy silk lined with the very lightweight tissue weight ivory inside lining, silk lining. Wow. This lace was original to it. It's 138 inches of this lace. It's incredible condition. I think I put that on the little video for this. I think I'm gonna do 2 posts, like this video post and then the post about this. Woo, the brightness! Hurry, hurry, hurry! We gotta close it. Yes. Oh, and then there was a bow at the top. And when I got the bow off, it turns out it was 2 loops and 2 tails independently sewn right on. Those are really rather cute. I debated about putting those back on, and I really kind of wish I had them to put on. I also wish I had more lace, because I'd love to put more lace either up here or at this row to have a second row of lace going. I may check out my stash for that. So putting this back on, this is the first time I've done a parasol in, oh gosh, 15 years, maybe. I have a bunch sitting around waiting to get done. That's the first one that I've done. It's okay. It's not as tight as I would like, especially up here at the top, which is funny since it's now apparently tighter at the bottom. I'll put some notes on the post for this about that. I used the pinking machine to do the pinking for the cover and the trim. Put the lace back on. So it's okay. Definitely not as good as the Restorers do. As far as lining, I don't know if I'm going to do black or ivory. It's almost tempting to put a tissue blue in here, but I know I don't have that. Could you imagine a bright, pretty blue in here? I think it would be neat. What else did I want to say about it? I guess that's it. I gotta get everything tacked on. And then I'll have another parasol. The whole idea was to upgrade a little bit from the others that I have. My purple one is taking a beating. Plus it's earlier. I use that for my Regency stuff. Much longer handle. And then I have a few, I don't remember, 3, 4-ish folding parasols. But I think only 1 or 2 of those are going to get recovered, just because the other 2 are in really good shape, and I would hate to do that to them. So for Memorial Day, kind of, yeah, I brought a little old guy back to life. Not finishing it today because I need to make sure I finish the green bonnet. Which of course means I'm going to finish the green bonnet and then work on this. Because I have no self-control. Though I do want to make a green hat so I can put some pretty plumes on it. So yeah, green hat with plumes is most likely what is going to be available this week. I should get a second piece done. But I don't know what that'll be. I don't think there's going to be enough straw on that hank to do 3 pieces. I'll be floored if there is. Maybe a small piece. We'll find out. All right, so short video today. Not sure what we're going to do this week. It's the last week of May. I have to think of stuff. I'll figure it out. Oh, I do have packages coming today. I have the silk that I thought was lost. And I don't know what the other one is. Oh, I do know what the other one is. Oh, I have all fabric coming. So tomorrow we'll probably look at fabric for a couple different things. Alrighty. That's it. I hope everyone has a good day. If it's warm where you are, stay cool or enjoy. I I'm torn because I like the heat. My body doesn't necessarily like the heat. You know, all that extra layers doesn't help. Migraines really don't like it. But I love that it's warm because overall my body doesn't hurt. It's weird because like I'd rather feel the glugh of the heat than the endless ouch pain aches of the cold. So, hello little miss. Yeah. She definitely got happier once I turned the AC on. She's not a small girl either. Look at the fluffy belly. It's a fluffy belly. Mm-hmm. Fluffy belly. Yeah. Big purse today. Keep threatening to give her a bath. I think that would help with the fur. But I worry we'd be traumatized. Yes. All right. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye. My fingers aren't working. Come on. Oh, man. This is bad. This is from sewing.